Okay, so this is the final piece after all the design work was applied. I started out making an egg, and then I decided I'd enhance that egg and put a long neck on it and a little bit of a foot. So I'm going to divide this into two more videos. One short one on throwing the neck, applying it to the egg, and creating the form. And the last video, which will be the third, will be all the flower motif and enhancing the piece with the design work. So that's where we're at. Hope you enjoy the piece, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel. Okay. Hey, Kicker the Clay Whisperer, and I am back doing what I do best. That's clay. I threw the egg the other day, and now I'm going to mount that egg onto a little base. I want to give it some lift and change the form a little. I'm going to turn this egg upside down with the small end down to fit in here, the fat end up to the top. Now, before you put it together, you got to have some good slip, and you go all the way around and score it. Deep. All the way around. Right? You got to do a good job scoring. Now I'm going to work the slip in. And you got to take your time and work that slip all the way into the score lines. If you don't, you're going to be creating a bunch of little air bubbles. And that's where your piece is going to come apart at. When I score, I do straight lines, straight vertical lines. I don't crisscross it, because when I put my slip in, I want to be able to wipe it up this way and wipe that slip right down into the score lines. If you put a bunch of crisscrosses on it, you'll end up with little tiny air bubbles. By the way, I've got a needle tool hole poked into this egg. As soon as that egg starts to dry, it's going to start shrinking. And you need to have a needle tool hole in it just so air can move out. That's all we care about. Back over here. And I'm going to put this egg on there. I'm going to kind of twist it in there, make sure the slip is sealing. I'm going to start it up. Whoop. Get it as centered as I can. Then I'm going to start it turning and make sure that it's centered good. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the piece or if I won't. But just like always, gotta center up. So I'll sink my hole all the way down to the the bat. Don't want a bottom in it. Watch out now. Andy. So, I'm gonna reach down. Give it a pull. The bat's not fitting very good. You can hear it wobbling. I wish my bat was in better shape. So I'm going to use a throw stick. In my case, it's the handle of this Half Moon tool. So I go all the way down, match up like this, pull up the pot. Come all the way down there, a little pressure on the outside. Now nice and steady. Bat's wobbly. Giving me trouble. And it went out down there because I pulled it real thin. And I'm going to bring this throw stick back up. Make sure it's good and wet. I'm going to go down to about here. This takes a pretty steady hand. Slightest little mistake and gonna crash and burn. Wider mouth on the piece. So I'm going to go in with the throw stick and start to spread it. Kind of give it a pull, spread it out a little wider. Curve that rim out a little. Come back here and touch up the form a little so it'll be kind of round, in and out. Reach down as far as I can. I think that's going to work. It's hard to tell what it's going to look like. have to pull water under with it, so it'll be slippery. So I'll pull some water under with the wire tool. Get my hand dried off a little bit. Set it right up there. Hopefully it's not stuck down too bad. Set it back down where it's a little slippery over here so I can get it off. And where's my needle tool? So I've got a mark. So I'm going to cut a hole right here. So I'm taking this piece a lot further than I'd planned to. I was just going to make an egg. Sometimes I get carried away. But there's a lot of good lessons in here. Pile of slip-on thick. Good lessons about how to join pieces together. There's already a bunch of slip on it. So I'm just going to score it. Work that slip that's there already down into the lines. But just add a little bit more. Just enough to fill the lines up. Like that. And then we'll set it back on. I'm going to make sure it's centered. I'm going to center the bottom part first. So I'm going to move it that way just a little. A little more. Straighten that out a little. Gonna have to put some water on it. But I don't want much, so I'm gonna circle it in my hand. Just enough to get it wet all the way around. Straighten it out. Now I'm going to press down here and get some of that slip to oozing out to make a good seal. So, there we've got it. This is pretty stiff down here. So I'll end up trimming a little bit off right here to have a nice transition.